POC Network here with another unboxing. Today we have a TONOR TC20 Cardioid condenser microphone kit coming from TONOR. And this includes their new boom arm and everything else. It's really nice. It's very all-inclusive, except for phantom power. You do need some phantom power for this kit. But yeah, so what we're going to... Oh, wait. We're getting ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We're completely skipping the unboxing. So now you see it. Now you hear it. Now let's go back in time and see what it looks like coming out of the box. So we're taking a look at the box that it comes with right here. This is the TONOR TC20 Cardioid condenser microphone kit. This is how it comes to you. This is a cool box. And as you can see, you know, it's got some weight to it and it's big. And we're going to take a look. So let's see what it comes with, even though you've technically already seen it. But we'll see what the process is coming out of the box here. But the first thing you're introduced with is the instruction manual. If you're familiar with working with microphones, you're probably not going to really pay much attention to the instruction manual. However, if this is new to you, if this is the first time you've ever set something like this up, then yes, go ahead and pay attention to the instruction manual because it might actually help you out. I did not go anywhere, so let's try it again. So everything is nice and neatly laid out inside the box here. You do, like I said, get a lot of stuff with this kit. This is nothing abnormal about this. This is something to expect out of TONOR every time they come out with a cool mic kit like this. You get a lot of stuff for a very reasonable price, which is beneficial to a lot of people out there that don't have big studio budgets. But what we're looking at right here, this is a shock mount. This is what the microphone slides into. This attaches to the actual arm. But what this does is it just isolates noise that's around the microphone, you know, like banging on the, you know, any kind of movements on the surface that it's attached to or anything else. It doesn't translate to the microphone as much because the microphone is suspended in air, so it helps to isolate that and reduce a lot of that extra noise that you don't want to pick up into the microphone. So this is highly important to use whenever you're using a sensitive microphone such as a condenser microphone. We have part of the arm here. This is actually the base that connects to the surface, so that's going to be like right here. We're going to attach it to the desk here in a moment. And this is the arm that slides on top of it, and this is the articulating arm, so that way you can move it around and get it into position so it works best with whatever you're trying to achieve. That'll be coming down from above or from the side or whatever the case may be. Then we have the microphone, and the microphone is incredibly simple. It's your most basic style condenser microphone when it comes to controls because there are none. You don't have any kind of padding or lift or anything like that, and you can't change the pattern or anything. This is it's specifically just a cardioid condenser microphone. There's no changing any of that, and everything that you want to adjust with how your audio sounds is going to be in post-edit afterwards with whatever software you're using, and or if you're connecting this straight to a console or any other form of mixer where you can adjust it live. But it's the size of the microphone is it's got some good weight to it. We'll start with that. It's got some good weight. It has inside a 16 millimeter capsule, which has a frequency response of 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. So you get a pretty good range from this microphone, so it should sound pretty natural. It's small. It's not one of your larger condenser microphones. It's kind of a mid-size, kind of average budget kind of type size for a condenser microphone. So the capsule's not incredibly small to call it a small condenser or a small diaphragm. It is definitely a large-ish diaphragm, medium-sized diaphragm condenser microphone. Not bad, especially for this price, and especially for everything you're getting inside this kit. Then you have two forms of cutting out some of the wind noise coming from your, not just your mouth, but the environment around you. So if you're filming outside and it's windy, you're going to want to use this. This is a windscreen, and this just goes over the top of the microphone and prevents the wind around you and or even your own breath from hitting the capsule inside the mic. So that way you don't get any harsh P's and B's or anything, any pops coming from the microphone, or at least this will reduce a lot of that. And again, with the wind around you, you're not going to get that hitting the microphone. And then even better, you have a pop filter, which is really good for your voice. You know, this isn't going to help you outside. This is just going to be helping with your voice. And those P's and B's to help quiet those out, smooth everything out so you're not getting any pops, any P's and B's over here. And really gives you some clean audio. So if you're outside, I would pair both these together. If you're inside, I just use this and see if you can get away with it. As long as everything sounds good, then you're good to go. If you have a ceiling fan or anything else, any kind of lot of air movement in the room, it's kind of advised you don't use a microphone in that kind of situation. Try to reduce some of the airflow in the room so it's not being picked up by the microphone. But if for some reason, whatever environment you're in, if you just can't get away with it, or get away from it at least, then use both. And they do provide you with the XLR cable. The difference between this and some of their other kits that they've had in the past is this is their new version of the boom arm. This is the T20 boom arm. So it's more reinforced. You got a double arm section on the bottom half of it and everything else. You got this nice wider surface area for the clamp to help make sure it has more of a sturdier and reliable clamp to the surface, so help prevent swaying and or any other movements from it. This also is going to guarantee that, or at least help that it's going to take a little bit more weight at the microphone side. So if you do need to swap out your microphone with something heavier, I mean, this boom arm should be able to accomplish that. So you should be pretty set. So you got a lot of upgrades here in the arm in terms of durability, but the one thing they don't do anymore is they don't run the XLR cable through it anymore. The original version of the arm, the XLR was pre-ran through it, which is kind of cool. And it got a lot of people to go, you know, anytime we've talked about it or you've seen it elsewhere online, you've seen a lot of comments from readers and viewers that are like, how did you get the XLR through the arm like that? And well, it comes pre-installed, but not in this situation. In the newer kit and the newer T20 boom arm, you gotta, you know, just use Velcro straps to run it down the boom arm and get it to the destination. So it's not gonna be as neat looking, but it's still gonna look neat. It's not gonna look terrible at all. And they include the Velcro straps as well. Even has their name on it, Toner. So you have a lot of stuff with this. You also have a little 2-year warranty card that just says, hey, contact us for if you have any questions or anything like that. It says your key to 100% protection. But Toner, they're a fantastic company. They have, you know, these aren't going to be like the world's best microphones or anything like that. I mean, you're not spending $1,200 on this. You're just spending less than $100. So this is an entry-level microphone, but it is an entry-level microphone that's supposed to be better than, you know, your average entry-level microphones. Toner does a pretty good job with that. You'd be surprised what you can accomplish using their products. And now we're going to go ahead and set it up and see what it sounds like. So now what you're listening to here is the Toner microphone. This is the TONOR TC20 Cardioid Condenser mic kit with a T20 boom. And this is the microphone you get with it. And this is with the windscreen and the pop filter attached. So that way you're not getting any, you know, harsh P's and B's coming from my voice. It's going to filter a lot of that out. It's going to look good. It's going to sound good. So this is going to be good for if you're, you know, you're a beginner, getting your feet wet, starting your own studio, if you're a vlogger, or maybe you're just streaming games. You know, you're in the Overwatch, and I don't think Overwatch is that big anymore, but you get what I'm talking about. Fortnite. There we go. Fortnite. Thank you. Fortnite is going to be fantastic with this sitting in front of your face, or at least to the side. Oops, and as I smack into the pop filter. Don't set it up the way I did. I just kind of threw it together really quick. The pop filter, you're going to want to put it out of the way so you don't hit it with your arms or anything like that. Just let it come around and gently rest in front of the microphone. You don't want anything in your way. This normally wouldn't even be this close to you. This is just here for convenience. Normally you would put it like off to the side or the back of your desk or something like that coming at you, or maybe you're going to mount it from above coming down to you, whatever's really best for your specific setup. So again, it gets into position to wherever you need it. You're not knocking into it with your limbs or anything like that if you're going to flail around and have fun, especially if you're playing video games and if you're aggressive, you know, and you tend to throw controllers or anything like that. You definitely don't want the mic to be in the way of the path of violence. So again, this is what it sounds like. It looks good. It sounds good. And we'll have links in the description so you can go find out more about the product yourself. You can see if this is something good for you. Click on there and go buy one of your own. It's cheap. It's only like $59.99. It's good. $60 for a whole kit. The arm, the cable, everything. The only catch in this entire setup is how you're connecting it to your system. So if you're connecting it to a board, you know, make sure that board has phantom power because that's important. You are going to need phantom power for this microphone. Without phantom power, you're not going to get any audio out of this microphone. And it's the same with any condenser microphone that isn't USB powered. So anything that's XLR like this and it's a condenser microphone, you're going to want phantom power. They do not include a phantom source with this kit. Some of their kits, they do include a phantom source, which is a small little box, and it's actually surprisingly really clean, you know, but you don't get that with this. You can buy that separately from TONOR if you wanted, or if you're running this through a soundboard or mixer, just make sure it's one that supplies phantom power, and then you can run that out to wherever your source is, let it be a record deck, or if it's going to a PC directly, or anything else. So again, here you go. This is what it sounds like. This is what it looks like. Go check out the description for more information. We'll have links to the product and everything else. And we're also going to have a full review on this later on as well on our website at POCnetwork.net, where you can go check it out. We'll also have a link for that in the description. But if you liked what you've seen here, don't forget to subscribe below so you can follow us and see what's really exciting and you know, coming out in the future, and take advantage of those comments below so we can all chit chat. Let's talk about this microphone and what you think about it. Do you like it? Does this sound good to you? Do you want one of these? Do you have one of these? So feel free to interact below in the comments section so we can hear from you, because your voice is important. But as always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, and or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.